What's going on, everyone? It's Sean Morrison here. How you all doing today? We have a very special interview today here on the channel. For the band Native Sons, we have their lead vocalist, ASHTON Blake. ASHTON, how are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming on, taking some time out here. You have a new album coming out called The Natives Are Restless.
Yep. It's available on highballmusic.com right now. It'll be available everywhere else in 2 more weeks.
Right. Yeah, you got the release date, like in 2 more weeks. Like, you have an exact date? I believe it's on a Friday.
What was that again?
Do you have the exact release date, just in case anybody was asking? Because I don't remember. I thought it was on a Friday, because I know now.
Yes, it was March 12th is when it came out.
Okay, so basically, that's right. It's out in stores now.
Yeah.
Definitely. And you already had 2 singles released off of it called "The Key" and "One Another."
Yep. Yeah, we had those 2 released on. We had another one released on exclusively to Ron Keel's radio show and LRS.com. They had a radio show down here in Louisville. They sponsored the event.
Very, very nice to hear. And you have a lot of good music on there. And I noticed something about the album. Most of the songs were a little over 3 minutes long.
Most of the songs were about 3 minutes.
Yeah, and I just noticed it was very, very odd that all the songs were just about the same amount of time, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think when we wrote the music for it, we wanted it to keep it kind of in that range, so that would it could be radio friendly. You don't want to get into 8-minute songs because then they want to cut it short.
Oh yeah, I remember the back.
Tom Petty always like, "Don't bore us, get to the chorus," kind of thing. So.
Oh God, I remember that. You get a lot of songs being released as singles. The next thing you know, half of it's done. Half of the half of the song is gone.
Yeah.
It's like Triumph had this song back in the late 70s called "Hold On," and it was like a 6-minute song, and it ended up being cut down on radio to like 3 and change.
Yeah.
And you're like, where's this?
You don't get the full experience of the song.
Right. And if it's if you have the album, you'll know what the full version is. If a person's listening on the radio, and you only hear that part, you're not gonna know the full song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorite songs off this album?
I would have to say "One Another" is one of my favorites. But "Had Enough of Me" is probably another one.
No.
Yeah, the heavier ones.
Peacemaker's a good one. I like "Silver Lining."
Silver Lining has been a favorite, I think, from a few people that have listened to it.
That's cool. That's pretty cool and everything. You guys gonna do another video possibly, or another single?
We are talking about doing a video with the label. Right now we're focusing on what song to do it on. We're kind of, a few songs are up in the air right now whether to do a video on them or not. So we should be releasing content very soon as far as a music video, like full production. I think the label really likes Monster, and I think some of the other members like the Key, and so we're kind of just throwing different ideas around what song we should choose first for the music video.
Nice, very cool. When did you guys get started? Because I believe this was a different project you first started with different guys.
Yeah, it was first. It was in the recording studio, and we were under the name New Machine. It was Rich Green and Steve Swordface from Autumn's Reflection and 80 Zimmer. But we went under New Machine, and then we recorded the whole album, and it just got pushed off for personal reasons. And then we tried to revisit it a year later, and then COVID hit, and then throughout COVID, we had members drop off for different reasons. It was nothing like it was just they couldn't do it anymore. We don't hate each other or anything. We're all still really good friends. And they just told me, continue on, even though we can't. So I ended up finding Kevin Seven, and his son is playing drums, Adam Amici, and then his buddy plays guitar, and it's kind of just lucked into this really great band that could play the songs really well. And you can check out a live version of Silver Lining on our Facebook page. But it just all fell into place. It started falling into place after a year, I think, of being in COVID. Everybody's kind of shut down. It was really hard. I had to go and travel to Columbus, I think, like twice a month.
Yeah, it's crazy with this COVID. There's like literally like no live shows anywhere. A lot of musicians have been going in the studio if they can, just to record new music, and all some doing pay-per-view shows. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's real strange. The music scene has changed so much. But I see, like, we did this weekend run with CD release party, and we sold out every venue as much as we can. We're at 50% capacity, so we had to turn people away. So it's just good, because people are wanting to get out again. It's just doing it safely.
Oh, definitely. It's like here in New Jersey. It's now I think it I think it's now going to go up to 20. It's 25% capacity, I believe, and it's like
Oh,
the theaters that usually hold 1,500 can only hold 150 people.
man.
So they can't really get any real nationals out there. It's funny. Like last week, Quiet Riot was at a theater in South Jersey, and they were only selling 150 tickets when the theater held like 700 people.
Man.
So I don't know how many tickets they actually sold for the show. They were going. I saw the ad and everything. It was 2 hours away from where I was, but bands are just trying to play to play. They need to make a living too.
Yeah.
I also saw you guys have some tour dates listed. I saw on the High Violence press release.
Yep, we're going to be doing the Restless Road Tour with label mates Asphalt Valentine. We're actually going to be in Louisville, Kentucky, April 23rd. So that's going to be a big show. We can, with COVID, we can only sell, I think, 130 tickets to that. It's a big place. So it's like, so that I understand how it is. It's the same way up down here that is up there. We got tour dates coming May 28th. We're going to be at Smoking Country concerts in Ohio. So we've got stuff on the books. Some stuff in July coming up that I can't really talk about, but I'm excited for.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, some hidden shows.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's still able to make great music and everything. It's important to be safe and everything, but people do want to come out when they can.
Yeah.
And were you influenced by anybody majorly with music?
I think Tom Petty is a good one. I like his lyrics, and he has a lot of symbolism in his music as well. Between that and I guess your basic ones like Led Zeppelin influenced me, Pink Floyd influenced me, some country music influenced me like Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash.
Oh,
So my musical tastes, differ from all across the board. I'm not just a metal guy, even though that's kind of where I fit in, is the heavy rock and metal. But I'll sit down and listen to Waylon Jennings and Tom Petty too.
Yeah, I listened to like lots of hard rock and the hair metal and all.
Yeah.
Well,
Cinderella's probably my favorite hair metal.
Now we always wish they would make new music. It's been good. They're a good band.
Yeah. Tom Kiefer's awesome.
Yeah, they just haven't had they just haven't put out an album in almost 27 years, believe it or not.
Yeah.
But you never know. Hopefully, never say never on that. And what else was I going to ask you? I did mention about touring and everything. And I'm assuming that you'll be working. You'll probably work on another album, I guess, next year or so, right?
I'm hoping that we'll be releasing an album by next year. We've already started writing new songs. We've gotten, I think, 5 or 6 new songs already written with the new group. So, we're continuing ahead. You know, it's kind of, prepare for the worst, expect the best. But I think COVID's going to be lifted. We're all going to get back to playing, rock and roll like we always do. This is something we're all going to get past. And this album, we have started laying down some tracks, but nothing real official, just some sampling stuff, and we're really liking what we're hearing so far. So I'm excited to start recording the next album as we push this one.
Very nice. Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap up this interview?
I want to thank you for having me on the show, man. I really appreciate your interest in the album.
Anytime.
It's an honor to be here and talk to somebody in Jersey and New York, and see my music is reached that far is pretty cool.
Oh, very nice. Appreciate that as well. Get to play. Get to play it as much as possible. They did send High Volume did send me the promo press kit and everything, and
Nice.
And like I said, I enjoy it all, and I enjoy it all and everything. You have a website at all for the band?
We're going. He keeps all of his artists under High Vol Music, so you can check out the EP there, and in the store you can buy our record there. We are working straight out of Facebook as well, Instagram, Twitter, so y'all can follow us on all kinds of things.
Nice. Yeah, I see that. And then of course you have the YouTube.
Pretty much everywhere.
That's cool. And everyone, this was Ashton Blake from Native Souls joining here on the Sean Morrison YouTube channel. And once again, Ashton, I thank you very much for spending some time with us here today.
Thank you too, brother. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And once again, friends, thank you for your interest in Native Souls, and please buy their album. The Natives Are Reckless. Get it through High Vol Music.